Good morning, everyone. Today is the feast of Pope St. John the 23rd. Now, he's an interesting person because he was quite diminutive in size. We're probably a little more round than most popes would be. But he was elected into the position of Pope almost as a caretaker Pope, because the cardinals had some difficulty in choosing a Pope at that time, and they said, all right, well, let's just appoint John the 23rd, and he can't do too much damage. What they didn't know is that he was quite an innovative man, and he was responsible for establishing the Second Vatican Council. Sadly, he didn't see the end of it. He died before the Vatican Council was completed. But as a result of the Second Vatican Council, there was a total change in terms of liturgy and structure of the church, which had been up until that stage very priest-centered. In other words, everything was basically around the clergy, and then the people were kind of the minions around that. Those are the times when the clergy were allowed into the sanctuary and the people were not. Remember, we used to have altar rails, and we used to have to kneel down and receive communion like that. And it was only sacristans and altar servers who were allowed into that space. Mass was said in Latin, and so it was almost unavailable or distant for people who didn't understand Latin. So Vatican Council revised all of that. Mass was then said in the vernacular. People became the church structures become more focused on the people, and the priests and the clergy became servants of the people rather than leaders. I think perhaps some clergy are still trying to get used to that idea, but major changes made by a man who they didn't really expect to make those changes. Today we also find the continuation, as I said on Monday, of the story of Jonah. And Jonah at this stage is getting cross with God because God, in fact, had listened to the people of Nineveh who had repented, and he said that he would save them. And of course, Jonah was most upset about this because he had said to the people, he had said to God, look, they're not going to make any difference. And now God had gone ahead and almost like changed his mind and made Jonah look stupid. Again, the pride of Jonah perhaps getting in the way. And we need to understand sometimes there are times we don't understand why God makes certain decisions. It's not for us to understand. It's for us to embrace it and to continue to be loyal servants to him. So you keep yourself safe, and we will see you again. God bless. Bye-bye.